Welcome to another episode of Coffee Talk with Angel and Nathaniel. It's an interview series designed to reconnect with our peers on a professional and personal level. Each episode will feature a special guest from the department. We hope to learn something new about one another in a post-pandemic world. Today's special guest is Jessica Adamson. Jessica, how are we today?
I'm doing great. Thank you. How are you too?
Oh, we are. Well, I should say I'm fantastic. I won't speak for Angel. I'll let her have a spot.
I'm good too. So I have to tell you, you know how Mike Kelly has the title of the best dressed agent? I think your title
Yes.
should be Spunky. Nathaniel, you
Oh,
disappeared. Is he gone for you?
Did I?
Yeah.
oh,
No,
there he
I'm
is.
here. I'm back again. I'm back again.
Where'd you go?
That was the teleprompter. We'll blame it on that. That was my teleprompter.
Okay, your
Angel,
teleprompter is
I would
blocking your camera.
I will take most spunky agent. That's better
Okay.
than I think Nick used to call me Scary Spice. I am not
Yeah.
scary. I'm more spunky. So we'll go with that one.
Spunky Spice.
That's
Spunky
right.
Spice. I love it.
I like it.
Wonderful. Well, again, we're so thankful that you're taking time out of your day in order to meet with us and have a casual conversation for us to be able to, better have an opportunity to know Spunky Spice / Jessica Adamson. So as you know, our platform here is we try to mix personal and fun questions within our interview series, just so we can get a better chance of knowing, you as an individual. So I'll start with, tell us about your role here at AAA, Jessica.
Absolutely. So I am a store insurance agent. I actually sit in the Westchester AAA down in Butler County. My role here is to provide our customers and prospects with Five Diamond service. I try to educate all of my clients, give them a little, just a little bit of idea of what these numbers on their insurance papers actually mean. And just trying to treat everybody, how I'd want my mom and grandma and, family treated. So just giving a really good experience down here and hopefully saving some people a little bit of money as well.
That's fantastic. And I love how you just worded that, where showing people what the numbers mean, because that's the most common thing. People know that they have to have insurance. They know they're required to, especially on the auto side. And if they have a mortgage or a loan, they know that they have to have it on the home, but they don't understand the meaning behind the types of insurance. So I love how you explain that.
Well,
Me
thanks.
too.
Yeah.
And that puts you in more of an advisor role, right? Instead of just a
Yes.
sales agent, right? It makes you much more of an advisor. That's awesome. And I think that
Yes,
you enjoy that kind of building the rapport with your clients as well.
I do. I do. I really, I'm not trying to be an order taker.
Mhm.
I'm trying to be an advisor, an
Mhm.
agent, and actually, help our members and our clients. So
That's right.
I try to go a
So,
little bit above and beyond.
and you do, absolutely. Your numbers show it, right? Absolutely. So, order taker lends me to my next question. I know what led you to this career, but not everybody in our watching audience may know. And you did not set out to be an insurance agent. That was not what you wanted to be when you grew up. So, tell us what led you to this career.
Yeah, so there is kind of a sad spin, but happy as well. So in 2016, my dad passed away. I was working at the Olive Garden. I had been there about 18 years at that point. When I finally ended up leaving, it was 2019. I left on my 20th anniversary. Worked my way up from a hostess all the way to our regional culinary manager for Darden. So I was very proud of that. But after losing my dad, I was kind of in a funk and I needed something different. And my best friend, Kelly Fox, the other agent down here in Butler County, she is responsible for me going into insurance. She had been employed with State Farm Insurance for about 6 years when I decided to go get my license.
That's awesome. I feel like a lot of the things that you would have learned, or a lot of the tools or assets that you would have used in the restaurant industry probably has served you well in this role, right?
I think so. I mean, in the restaurant world, every day is different. You never know what you're going to walk into. And I am a believer that everyone should work at least 6 months in the retail or food service to learn some patience, some empathy, listening skills. So yes, there are a number of things I can say I learned in my 20 years at the Olive Garden, but that job, it made me who I am today. It really did. I grew up there. Started when I was 15, left when I was 34, and put in, 35, and I'd put in 20 years. And that's a long time, for a young person. So
well, let us say here with AAA, we're glad that Olive Garden groomed you for us, because we got the shined up diamond, right?
That's right.
Oh, well, thank you. Yes, thank you, guys. I didn't know this was going to be so much flattery and compliments. You guys can keep these
There's
coming.
still more to come. Don't get too comfortable.
All right.
This is a delightful experience. We don't want people to not want to come on our show. We're trying to get people to hop on and have a great time with us.
That's right.
So with that being said, I mean, in my experience as well, it really boils down to relationships and how you're able to relate to people. And, and that, in my experience, is where you receive the most success, is being able to build those relationships, whether you're trying to assist somebody with, with whatever the order is. As you stated, we're not here to take orders. We're just here to see what we can do to advise and help put people in the best position for them to make the best decision for themselves. So definitely can understand that.
Yeah.
So with that being said, and I know with your title of being Spunky Spice, what kind of activities energize you as far as your work is concerned?
I thrive during being busy. I used to joke around, at Olive Garden. I'm sure you guys have heard the saying, if you have time to lean, you have time to clean. In a restaurant, I know it's cliche, guys, but it does get said, and doing 20 years in the restaurant business, that was my biggest concern going into insurance or sales, was being tied to this desk. I think Nick did a very good job when he set me up in an office, especially a busy office, because I can get up, so I get up, I interact with our clients, kids, if they come in, I'm a mom, so I like to, that kind of energizes me. But I actually 100% enjoy coming to my office and
That's
being
great.
an insurance agent here. Yeah. So, I am taking a page out of Nathaniel's book, and 2022 is positive Jess. And, Nathaniel is right. If you put out that positivity, I feel like most of my clients, I really enjoy being around them. I've treated them with respect. They treat me with respect. I have people that come in and bring me lunch in the office or whatnot. So again, just talking and, chit-chatting with our clients energizes me. Being busy, getting sales. I mean, I think that's why we all do the sales thing. It's to get those sales and have that high. So of course, when you can get 3, 4, 5 policies a day, that's what takes me over the top.
What is it they say? The happiest salesperson is selling, the unhappiest salesperson is not selling, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes. And that is 100% right. I mean, we had our meeting in March with Nick, our all agency meeting, and it was the 9th of the month, and I had 0 sales, and I was crazy. And that's kind of when I came home and said to myself, you know what, we're going to change, get out of this negative role, get into a positive. And since March, it has been, my numbers, you can, they show for themselves. You can see that, just having a positive attitude, coming in and staying busy, and I'm hitting on all cylinders over here down in Butler County. So
nice. And that's what, I mean, I'm a firm believer that, positive in equals positive out.
Yeah.
Positive action equals positive results. And, you feed off of that and your customers feed off of that. And I mean, who wants to come in and speak to somebody that's either not in a good mood or, we all have challenging things that go on in our lives. Life gets in the way sometimes, but it's how you react to it. And, people feed off of it, and that's why, people come back to restaurants, not only because of the food, but because of the service. Same thing with insurance, people will refer people to you because they had a great time or they had a great customer experience. And to me, that's really what it's about, is what kind of experience can you provide to a customer. So,
yeah.
That's awesome. We love it. So I have a fun one. And
Okay.
I feel like you're just spunky enough that this is going to be a really interesting answer. So don't let me down. Don't say something like stamp collecting or something. No,
All
just
right.
kidding. If you could snap your fingers and become an expert in something, what would it be?
Okay, well, I'm going to throw my husband under the bus here.
Okay. That's okay.
If I could snap my fingers and be an expert, I could be, I guess, like a carpenter or a handyman. So we bought our forever house last August. We moved kind of out of our starter house. We've been there 7 years. You guys, we fight. Like, I think we have more fights over, things that need repaired. And my poor husband, I met him in the insurance world. He is not a manly man. So
we're not letting him watch this either.
No, we're not. No one tell my husband that this is on anywhere. And I love you, honey. I do. I love you, Josh. But he, it's tough because I work, 5-6 days a week. He is in the restaurant business, so he's working nights. And, so I get home and I have kids and this. And then if something breaks down, I'm a hot mess. My dad's not around to call him anymore. He was my guy. So if anybody out there has any, like do it yourself home tips for me to, improve, I could be a better expert at keeping up with the house. I mean, we pay pretty much somebody to do just about anything. And that's not the most, financially friendly thing.
Sure.
So I can make you feel a little better. My husband is a contractor, and we bought our house 8 years ago, and I still don't have countertops in the kitchen. So I get it. Trust me.
Okay.
I just gave up, and it doesn't matter. It'll work out in the wash. So yeah.
Yeah. I just said to him yesterday, actually, you guys, we are going on our 1-year anniversary next week, and there are still like 3 or 4 rooms that, they spackled the paint, and that's it's still like that. So we've just kind of put some kid art up and called it a day. But yeah, I mean, even just basic stuff like painting doesn't get done around my house. So
that's amazing.
Yeah.
I feel you.
Yeah.
Well, what can you do besides smile and keep it pushing?
Mhm.
Right. Yeah. I mean, nothing's fallen down. And hey, that's why I have kids. Maybe one of them will be handy in a
There
few
you
years.
go. That's right. You just never know what that's setting them up for. So,
Right. Exactly.
so now that we've learned, for those that obviously didn't know prior, that you have your, restaurant experience. So what's what's another thing that most people don't know about you?
So I really tried to think about this one. This is one I practiced for you guys when you gave me your list, because I talk so much that I feel like you guys already know everything about me. I mean, I'm a chatter. So really the only thing I could think of is, I'm not sure if you guys know this, but I have 11 tattoos. That was about
Okay.
all I could really think of. Yeah, I got one when I was 18. I hid it because my dad said he would not pay for college if we had any
wow.
piercings or tattoos. Yeah, so that applied to me and my both sisters. So of course, being the middle kid, I'm like, I'm doing it. And so
Right.
I got my first one at 18. I did not get another one until I was 32 years old, and I've gotten 10 in the last 8 years. I don't know.
Oh, wow.
I'm kind of addicted now. Yeah.
So I feel like that's a thing. A lot of people I know don't ever just get one. Most people, once it starts, it's kind of like you become a human canvas.
Yeah, that's kind of how I am. And now, being away from the restaurants, the restaurant world for the longest time, you couldn't have visible tattoos. So I didn't want any because, if I'm going to pay money, I want to look at them and see them. So now being out of that world and things are a little different being 2022, tattoos are a little more acceptable. So now I have, started to work on my collection.
Yeah, and art that goes with you everywhere, right?
Correct. Yep. And I love it. I have refrigerator art. So both of my kids, those are my newest. Both of my kids got to draw and design one tattoo for mom and dad. So dad and I, Josh and I actually have 2 matching tattoos now. Those are his only 2. So
Nice.
that was kind of neat. Yeah.
So the next one's going to be an insurance related one, like a
Yeah, like a
home with
AAA
insurance
logo
written
or
on it,
something.
or
Yeah. Yeah, we'll work that in sometime down the way.
I think it should be Nathaniel's space. Nathaniel's space.
I don't know.
Pass.
I don't have any portraits. So yeah, sorry, Nathaniel, that might be out.
Hey, I just put a I Heart Insurance on it and you'll be fine.
There you go.
Hey, that works for me.
Conversation starter. It gets you a couple
Exactly.
more leads. There you go.
I'll take it.
So I think you've kind of hit on this all during our call, really, but what is one of your greatest strengths that's helped you reach your sales goals? We talked a little bit about it, but what give us an overview. What do you think? What are your strengths to reach those sales goals?
I probably think my best strength, as far as being a sales agent, is just my ability to connect with people. I don't know I don't know why that's like that, but people seem to like me. I'm not sure. I mean, I try to be nice and respectful and fun and positive, but, even just walking around Walmart, people I look at them and I smile. If you catch somebody's eye, I always just try to smile and, be positive. So again, I know that seems silly and I've said it a zillion times, but I really have tried to change my attitude this year and not sweat all the small stuff. And I really do feel like it has made me just so much better of an agent these last 6 months. And like I said, I love to do events. So anytime I'm out and about, again, just walking through Walmart, I talk about AAA insurance or whatever. And I really do think that's probably my biggest strength. I can connect to people. I can talk to anybody. And, I truly do care about our clients and helping them out.
I totally agree with that because I feel like your likability and energy is what attracts people to you, even professionally. I remember in our training, I'm like, she was fun, like you want more of Jess. When you're with Jess, you want more of Jess because you just make everybody feel good. And our time together, even though it was training, it was enjoyable. So that definitely goes a long way to make people want to come and seek you out for insurance. So it's a pretty great trait.
Yep. And
thank you.
It helps that you are proactive with it. It's one thing to learn that trait, to be able to go out and just speak to people. But if you find yourself doing that, you definitely will find more success in getting those sales or getting those numbers, by being proactive and not in a sales way, but just, asking people how they're doing. Unfortunately, we are in an environment post-pandemic where, people are starting to get better, but there's still, a lot of negativity out there. People were trapped inside and having to, deal with their own personal issues. So it is a breath of fresh air when somebody's coming to you with positivity and, asking how you're doing and so forth. And that makes you memorable. And when you're memorable, that people come back to you. They want to have that experience. So agreed completely that strength of yours is what's helping you be as successful as you are. So I've got a next one. This is one that we, Angel and I, pride ourselves, and we say it every episode, but we pride ourselves on, this is our psychological experiment on figuring out, really how people think, what they are, just kind of our in-depth question, which is, What's your favorite TV show? The one that you're always watching on repeat. And we get people that say, well, I don't watch TV, but even if they haven't watched it recently, I'm sure they've had TV that they've watched in their past where it's always the same thing that they've always watched. So what's yours?
Okay, so my show without kids. Okay, you got to remember I'm a mom, so there's only certain
Right.
TV show I can watch with them. With the kids, we are obsessed with Stranger Things.
Okay.
So I have an almost 13-year-old and then a almost 7-year-old. That show's actually kind of okay for the whole family. My youngest, he's not afraid of anything. So if we're a family, hanging out, having game night or whatnot at the dining room table, we'll have Stranger Things on in the background. Mom, when I need to recharge or just, not think, Outlander. I don't know about you
Mm.
guys if you've ever seen it.
I
I
have
did not
not.
realize I really love a man in a kilt. I mean, I didn't know, but the lead
Same,
actor in that,
same.
oh my goodness. Yeah, Jamie, my
Uh,
husband knows that if I ever go anywhere, it'll be to Scotland to be with Jamie. But yeah,
Mhm.
Outlander, great, great, but it's, not acceptable for the kiddos. So got to
Definitely
do
not.
that.
that's great.
Yeah. But
So
yeah,
have you read the
That's
books?
definitely.
great.
I started to read the books, but yeah, the books don't have Jamie. I can't see him. So
True.
he's really the main reason I watch it. And I will not lie to you guys. I've probably rewatched season 1 5 times in the last 6 months. I just any episode and I can turn it on and I'm happy.
So we're getting close to being addicted to Outlander. We're just a step
Yes.
away.
Yes. Yeah, just a little bit.
That's funny. So I have a theory about that, and Nathaniel can give his, but it is very much an escape, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's an alternate world with an alternate life, and you just talked about being busy and having kids and having a family and your husband being gone in the evening, so that you literally can turn off your brain and escape and kind of go to a different place. So I can totally see that for you, definitely.
Yeah. Yeah. My
I
life
was
is
going to go
busy,
along
busy.
with
I mean, yeah, it is. I escape and it's pretty scenery. I've even told my travel agents in the office, I've heard them, talking about Scotland. And apparently there are Outlander tours, you guys. So
Oh,
we
there you
need to do it.
go.
We need to do an incentive trip or something. Jessica needs to go to Scotland.
Let Nick know that, and you'll win it, and it'll be all
I'm
good.
in. Let's do it. Yeah. Angel, you can come with. Check
Okay.
out some Scots and
Yes.
kilts. Yep.
Yes, that is definitely a ladies' trip for sure.
Yeah, it is. Let's do it.
Yes, for
Sorry,
sure.
Nathaniel.
Hey, no guilt for me. No need to apologize. We're all good. I won't be offended at all. At all.
That's funny. Okay, so I have to steer away from kilts for a little while anyway. But next
That's
question
okay.
from me. What's one thing that surprised you about working at AAA? Because I know we talked about it, you were at State Farm, but not for very long, right? You weren't there for
Mm-mm,
very
right.
long. So tell us a little bit about what surprised you.
Um, I think what surprised me, and I've already kind of hit on this, is again, I guess my idea of an office job, AAA is not it. To me, this is not really an office job. I get to do events, I get to go to chamber meetings, I have luncheons, I network, and even when I am in the store, I'm up every time a client walks in. If I'm not in the middle of something, I get up. So I think that's probably the biggest surprise for me is how much foot traffic there actually is in AAA stores. I had never walked in one before I got hired, but there's days we have 40, 50 people in our store. So that surprised me. And, like I said, just the fact that this is not really your typical office, stuck in a cubicle all day
Sure.
long kind of job.
Yeah.
If it was, I don't know that I would have been so great in this role. But I think it is, I don't, what am I trying to say here? It's the perfect playing field, I guess, for someone, who is like myself and who can talk and chat and, who likes to network and do things. It's the perfect gig. I love it. I told Nick, and I'm telling you guys now, mark my words. 20 years at Olive Garden. I'm going to do 30 at AAA. So that's the goal.
All right. All right. Well, so how long have
Absolutely
you
love
been
it.
here? 3?
3 years.
Okay,
August
so
22nd will be
27
3
more.
years.
Yep.
Only 27 more. Yep.
All right. No problem.
Well on our way.
That's right. That's right. That's awesome.
Oh, that's great. So, last question that I have, I have a coughing fit here. Last question that I have is probably one of our fun ones. We definitely encourage people to sing, do some dance moves, whatever you feel
Oh.
comfortable with. But what's one song or artist? Oh, I need some water or some coffee. What's one song or artist that you're embarrassed to admit that you like?
Okay, guys, I am so embarrassed to say this, but I am obsessed with Justin Bieber.
Oh,
I am a believer. I love the Beeps. My daughter and I went and saw him. He puts on a great concert. I might have been one of the oldest people there. That's all right. I remember my daughter's first backpack for kindergarten. It was purple and it said, "I heart Justin Bieber." So her love for him, you do what your kids want. I remember listening. I think "Baby" was the first song. I could sing it for you guys. I'm not going to. I'm sorry. But yeah, Justin Bieber, he's my secret crush, and I am a little embarrassed to say that I love him so much.
Nothing wrong with the Biebs. I know he's got
The
the
Biebs.
sponsorship with Tim Hortons, so you can always get the Tim Biebs hat. You can wear that around. That'd be pretty funny.
And you
I
know what?
still have my
With your-
daughter's backpack, so I
And
could
with
rock
your
that
song,
places.
Justin Bieber does not surprise me. That's
Yeah, I mean, he's
right.
fun,
Kinda right
he's
in line.
fun. He gets you kind of moving around and yeah.
Right.
So I was going to say Post Malone. Nick loves to harass me about my love for Posty also, but I think Posty is a little more adult than Justin Bieber. So, but
A
yes, I
little.
love
And
my
Just a
yeah.
little.
And
It's
they
the
all have
13-year-old.
tattoos. So
Yeah.
they're all tatted up. So
That's
okay,
right.
you
Yeah.
can see that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's great. That's
So
awesome.
that is my embarrassingness. Yes. Maybe in like 10 years when my kids are older, we can redo this and maybe I'll be more of, a
No,
mom
I don't think
answer.
so. I
but
don't think so. I
Nah,
feel like
probably
you're gonna
not.
be a kid for life, and that's why we love you.
I hope so. I hope so. Yes. Just trying to have fun,
Oh, yeah,
That's what it's
that-
all about.
That is. That is.
Yes.
So
Well,
thank
thank
you.
you guys so much. Yes, I'm so glad
Yes.
and I feel honored to have been chosen. So thank you guys for spending 30 minutes with me and getting to know a little more about Jess.
Yes, thank you
Sure,
definitely
it's been
for
our
taking
pleasure
time
having you.
away. Yeah, and especially since you're going on vacation, it sounds like we got you at the perfect time. So
yes,
thank you
I'm
all.
out of here.
Yeah, awesome. Well, enjoy. Well, we'll hold down the fort for you. We're not going to play Justin
All right.
Bieber, but we will hold down the fort.
Agreed.
He's on
And
our
no
he's
kills.
on our girlfriend. He's on the playlist, y'all. So we're gonna
Okay.
do some Justin Bieber.
I love
Yes.
it. I love it. Well, thank you all for watching our episode of Coffee Talk. We'll look forward to seeing you on the next episode. Everyday people, everyday conversations. Have a great day.
Have a great one.